Okay, so I've got a question here. This is from my private Facebook group, the coaching, durianrider.com. I've got a question here, and that was recommended. Someone asked, and now this is these videos I give. This is real talk, all right? So this is like Durianrider Daddy or Big Brother, whatever you want to call me, Uncle Durianrider, Daddy, Brother DR, whatever. This is, you know, I talk in these videos very aggressively, passionately, and if you take offense to it, then you missed the whole point of the fucking video, all right? This is me grabbing you by the collar and giving you a little wake-up call, people. So this is directed to anybody out there who finds these videos applicable to their life, or maybe who just wants some entertainment. All right, so I've got this guy out there, and I laugh and I sort of like chuckle and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to put anyone down or be condescending. I'm just trying to be honest, real, and authentic. And so I hope you appreciate that and can see that intention. My intention, if you ever doubt my intention, it's always to help other people out there, all right? It's always to help people become better versions of themselves, and we help the planet and the animals, and it's just a better society in general to live in. If you ever doubt my intention, it's always good. And it's hard to see that. Maybe I just tell myself that. Anyway, so the question is, how do I get a bunch of women on my rotation? And I'm laughing because this guy's got about as much game as a fucking empty box of Monopoly cards. You know, this guy's got as much game as an empty box of Monopoly. You know, you get a box of Monopoly and you open it up, there's no game in there. This guy's got about as much game as that. Just, I've never met him, but based on some of the questions he asked. Just anyway. So this guy, how do you have a rotation of women if you have no game? It's like, how do you have a beach with no sand? You fucking can't, all right? So the game has to come. He also said a question of like, what do you do if you leave how do you handle the bartender looking at you weird because your bar tab is under $10? It's like, I go in the bar, I don't buy shit, or I buy a fucking lemonade. I don't give a fuck how some whacked out bartender fucking looks at me. I'm not even looking at them. I don't even give a fuck. It's like, there's your money, see you later, bye-bye. Thanks for my lemonade or water. Like, I don't care what people might think of me if my stuff is weird or whatever. Look at the fucking hat I wear. Look at the shit I don't give a fuck. I'm doing what I want to do that makes the world a better place. I couldn't care of opinions from small-minded people when I'm trying to when I'm doing big-minded stuff, all right? So don't worry about that. So that's the first step of game, is not giving a fuck about small-minded shit, all right? Unless you're getting paid for it to create drama on YouTube like I do. Right? Otherwise, just, what is that? It's like, oh my God, there's a fish in the water. Is that a piranha? Oh my God, there's a fucking piranha. There's sharks in here. Oh my God. Like, people flip out and overanalyze and overthink things too much. If you're worried about the bartender's expression of your bar tab, what are you going to do when this chick is like, hang on, am I going to go fuck this guy? I ain't going to be sucked and fucking this. Let me do a shit test. Is this guy alpha or beta? Is he faking an alpha? Let me give him a shit test and see if he passes. You ain't gonna pass no fucking hot chick's shit test if you can't handle it's not even a shit test. You can't handle the quirky bartender. Oh, your bartender was under $10. If you can't pass that test from the bartender, who means nothing to you in your pursuit of life purpose, then how are you gonna handle a shit test from some chick who's gonna give you a shit test? The hotter the chick, the harder the shit test. The better, the stronger the shit test. Because hot chicks are like, they just want the best guys out there. And so all these guys out there are like, I want a hot girlfriend and stuff like that. But they can't pass no shit tests. And there's that guy on YouTube. A lot of these dudes, these are pickup artist guys. What's his name? He always talks, he's the guy from New York, or Matt Alpha Mindset or something like that. And I'm like, dude, that dude's got no girlfriend, man. He's always in his apartment talking on camera by himself. Do you ever see him out with any hot chicks? Never. The dude talks absolute bullshit, man. I mean, some of the stuff's alright, but like, I got sent a couple of his videos for critique, and I'm like, where's his results? All he's doing is parroting RSD Tyler. There's no results. We can't see any results there. Maybe he could hire an actress and we could see some results. But anyway, game is what you want. Game is what women want. Women want to be entertained physically and emotionally and sustained. All right? And so if you want to have a bunch of girls on rotation, you can do that. But they're probably not the quality that you want, that you're not going to be showing off to your mates or be bragging about or whatever. Or This guy was also, he said he's looking for a soulmate, which is, you know, that's good. It's good that you're looking for a soulmate. But, you know, what do you say to someone like this? How do you know if it's your soulmate? in being in a lot of relationships over the years and being age 42 now, let's get the serious part of the video, right? Let's put the jokes down for a second. Let's get mature. Let me speak like a 42-year-old. After being in a lot of relationships, you know, how do you know if someone's your soulmate? You don't. Because when you're 20, your soulmate might be someone who gives you your first orgasm or knows how to rub your nub really well, or give you deep tea to swallow, whatever. You're like, oh my God, this just feels really good. Or they give you some attention you've never had before. And there might be fucking 5 or 7 different guys or girls behind your back, and I don't give a fuck about you. But they made you feel so good. You're like, oh my God, you're my soulmate. Like, I'll never feel this good with anyone ever again, ever. But you don't know that because you're only 20 or you're 15 or whatever. Or maybe you're 30 in your first relationship. Or maybe you're 50 in your first relationship. So you might go, oh, this is my soulmate, because this person makes you feel so good. And maybe have some similar morals and beliefs and stuff like that. So you're like, this is definitely my soulmate. But then then something happens in your relationship and you're like, this person isn't who I really thought they are. They start doing drugs or drinking or start doing crazy fucking behavior, or start getting violent and abusive towards you or whatever. And that's not a shit test, that's just shit behavior. I don't tolerate that in a relationship. And so all of a sudden you're like, oh, I thought that was my soulmate, and no, it's not. You know, so you don't really know who your soulmate is. And that's the honest fucking answer right there. Because people change, and you change. And what really was important to you when you were 20 is totally fucking 1 out of 10 importance when you're 40 or 50 or 60 even. From what I'm told by my friends who are 60 or 70 or even 80, you know. From the friends who have lived a double life that I've lived. And so if you're 20, then I've lived the double life that you've lived, and I've traveled a lot and had a lot of experiences. You know that. This is 2019, I first in this beach in 2006. A lot's changed in the last 13 years being here. So that's the deal, is that you want to have game and you want to have experience and you want to be able to let people feel good around you. You know, you want to be able to control the frame so those around you benefit. Let's say that we're on a boat and a fucking sea snake jumps in the boat. And people are freaking out. Everyone's frame's in panic. And I'm like, hang on, that ain't a fucking sea snake. That's a fucking carpet snake. That motherfucker's harmless. And so I grab the snake gently and firmly and assertively, and I give everyone a live snake demonstration. Say, hey, this is a python. It can strangle you and bite you, but it ain't going to give you any venom. And everyone's frame in the boat is like, oh, calm down. So if you are the experienced person, the alpha, like I said before, the alpha is the rock. Not the rock on steroids on the movie screen. The rock, meaning you're granite, you're unshakable, your foundation, you understand your job in life. And the rock's job right now is to provide support for the trees above. There's some little villas and huts. That's not its real job. It doesn't give a fuck about humans, but its job is to care, to provide foundation and structure for the water and the trees or the animals that live on top of it. All right? So that's the rocks thing. The women is the ocean. Women are very, very shallow like the ocean, and also very, very deep like the ocean at the same time. Flip it, depending on the minute. Very shallow, very deep. In half a second, in a nanosecond. All right? So understand that. That's where guys make the mistake. Oh my God, she's such a shallow. Oh, she's actually very deep. Oh, she's shallow. Oh, that's just the ocean. Look at that. It's up and down all the time. Whether you believe in the flat earth or not. The ocean is just, it's just in and out. The tide goes in and out. 1 minute's like right up, next minute's pulling out. 1 minute's all over you, and you go, oh my God, this is too much. Next minute the tide's running out. You're like, hey, come back, where you go? What? I thought you liked me. That's just the deal. So if you're flipping out about the tides, if you're crying and freaking out about the tides going up and down, if you're crying and flipping out about your girl's attention coming in and out, oh my God, what's wrong? You don't understand how women work. It's the ocean, shallow, deep, in, out. It's a metaphor for a few other things, isn't it? It's shallow, deep, in, out, for sure. So that's the deal. So if you're rock solid, if you're the alpha, then women are just naturally attracted to that. And then they'll shit test you because they want to double check. And they'll be like, wow, this guy's legit. Is he really legit? And their shit test will get stronger and bigger and more fulfilling for them, because women's greatest satisfaction is throwing deep shit tests at guys and they pass it. And they're like, oh my God. Is this guy for real? Really? You know, it's like someone giving you a glass jar over the edge of a cliff and saying this glass can't be smashed. And you're like, really? And you're like, hey man, check this glass. I'm just throw again into the rock. Oh, didn't smash. Or a watermelon, even better. You want to see that explosion of the watermelon. See, someone gives you a watermelon. Have you ever thrown a watermelon off a cliff? I have. In Costa Rica, 2007, we had excess watermelons we were going to get through. So let's give them to the animals. Let's have fun doing it. So we're just throwing these watermelons off the cliff down below and they're smashing on the rocks. It was hilarious. And the birds and all the animals were fucking loving it that night, I bet. And so if we had a watermelon that didn't break, we were like, shit, man, this is some crazy strong watermelon. And it's like women, they want to shit test you all the time. And other guys don't understand that. And they're like, oh, fuck women. Yeah, I'm going MGTOW. And they're great, do that. But don't go MGTOW because you don't know how to handle women. You know, go MGTOW because whatever reasons. That's another video. This guy questions how to get women on rotation. And if you're going to have women on a rotation, be honest about that as well. If you're misleading women saying, oh, you're the only girl in my life, you know, blah, 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 but you got a whole stack, a whole Rolodex going on there, then that's, you know, that's going to end you some hot water at some point. Some chick's going to feel mad rejected or mad lied to. Women don't care if you're with other women, but if you lie about it, then they do. All right? Can you really, people, oh, that's not true. Can you, let's say someone with some status, let's say Usain Bolt. All right, you say Usain Bolt's in this beach and he's walking around, the girl's like, oh my God, Usain Bolt's in town, oh shit, and they're just lining up, and Usain's like, you know what, I'm probably banging about 50 chicks this week, just letting you know. All right, the girl's like, I don't care, Usain, I want to suck it and fuck it, I want to run it. They're cool with that. I want to be one of the 50, can I be one of the 50? Let's say he goes on the beach and he says, you know what, I'm looking for one woman for the rest of my life. Some chicks will believe that, but others will be like, why the fuck are you lying about that? We know you're a fucking player. Why lie about that? And they'll be like, oh, this dude's full of shit. What? You know what I mean? I want to be one of the 50. I don't want to be you telling me that I'm the only one. I know it's not fucking true. You know? And so the quality women would appreciate that honesty and integrity and say, yeah, okay, cool, I'm down for that. But if you're claiming to be the only one, they'll just be like, oh my God, what's going on there? So, and here's the thing, those chicks out there, if you're not the only guy either, alright? That's why you want to have them using rubber up. And getting a vasectomy, man, because what can happen as well is a girl can get pregnant and she'll be like, shit, who's the daddy? Who is the daddy? I can't remember. I don't know who the daddy is. Let's put it on this guy, because he's sort of nice and he'll pay child support. And fuck it, I need money. Kids ain't cheap. You can pay, you know? And so she'll put it on you. And so that happens all the time. All the time, man. And so if you haven't had a vasectomy, you're putting yourself in that danger zone of being someone's daddy that you're even not. Or even just, you don't want to be a daddy. I mean, look at the planet. Look what's going on in the world. Actually, this looks pretty good here, but this isn't the world. This is like a little piece of paradise here. There's a lot behind this that you don't want to see. The Amazon right now burned down. That's another video anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, get that vasectomy. And if you want to have kids, you can get the vasectomy reversed. So these people out there who are like, Harley, you're wrong. And you know, I'm 42, man. I have people all the time in my circle of life who have kids. And they're like, fuck durianrider. He was right, that fuck. And I see their lies, man. And I'm like, oh, I fucking told you, bro. I told you, man. You didn't listen. And now you're a dad and you don't want to be? Or you want to be like, you know what, it's not the best thing ever. Fuck, there's 150 million orphans out there or whatever. And what future does my kid even have? Then they start to question life and get depressed about it. Which is, that's the reality. Or their wife gets postnatal depression and she gains 30 kilos. And they're like, what happened to my hot wife? Who was super fit, slim, and cared about her physique, now she's let it all go. And then I've got this kid I've got to go work extra overtime for to provide for. And in 10 years' time, the kid's going to think I'm a shit cunt anyway. What the fuck is my life now? Fuck! Durianrider was right. You know? That's the reality, man. And this is real talk. You ain't going to get anyone on YouTube talking like this. And if you do, let me know down below. You're probably close to be like Gary Vee. He doesn't go too deep because he's still scared of like losing subscribers and shit. And I'll probably lose 100 to 200 subscribers, maybe 1,000 subscribers in videos like this. Because I subscribe for cycling stuff. Well, if you subscribe for cycling stuff, don't watch videos that have real talk in there. Alright? Watch more cycling videos only. But this is who I am. I love to help people. I love to be, and this is why I have a huge audience of guys out there writing me every day. You know, durianrider daddy, uncle durianrider, brother durianrider, sensei durianrider, whatever you want to call me, or just fucking call me whatever. But you know my advice is legit, and I do have the best intentions. So to my lad out there, my boy, game comes from living your life purpose like the rocks and not worrying about other people. It's not taking it personal. It's not about like, I don't give a fuck about you, bartender. Who the fuck are you? You're some fucking no. That's not. You can't really judge someone on their job. That doesn't matter. But you don't care if the bartender looks at you like, what? Who cares, man? You shouldn't be noticing that stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. All right? You can't have game. You can't pass a quality woman's shit test. Let's say a 19, 20, when a girl's like 19 or 23, that's the highest value in her life. And that's not my opinion. That is. All right? If you're a model, 19 to 23, that's when you're at your peak. Maybe 18 to 22. That's when you're at your absolute peak. And no fashion designer will disagree with that. And that's not my rule. That's society's rule. There are exceptions occasionally. Someone gets in shape when they're 40. Okay, cool. That's fantastic. But you're not going to pass, a 10's shit test who's like 19 or 22 or whatever if you're caring about what the bartender thinks of you. Think about it, man. It's like, I want to get really fit and strong, but I don't like sweat rash. I get sweaty when I work out. It's like, what? Does that make sense? You can't do the marathon if you can't do the first fucking step. If you can't tie your shoelaces up, how the fuck are you going to run a marathon? Right? I'll run barefoot. No, you won't. You'll fucking destroy your feet. So people have all this like, but do it right now. You're wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. If you think that, you just never get results. I'm right, man. And you can disagree with me, but you're still going to be wrong. So don't worry about what the bartender fucking says. Lighten up. Chill. Who cares? Stop analysing every little detail in your life like that. Focus on what's important. Game is being on purpose, having a sense of humour, being able to laugh shit off. Look at this hat. People might say, your hat makes you look like a creepy sex pest from Thailand. I'm like, well, I am. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I am. Agree with it. It does make me look like one. Laugh it off. Don't go, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what? Where's your sense of humour, man? Look at this shit people write about me on the internet or whatever. Like, the thing that keeps me up at night, I'm like, at the start, I'm like, holy shit, there's some fucked up people in the world. But now I'm like, this is actually pretty funny. It's actually hilarious that people would say that about me, that I'm a rapist or a drug fucking mafia boss or whatever, man. Or I'm a fucking steroid addict. He's a steroid addict answer, guys. I'm doing EPO to push out 350 watts for 10 minutes on Strava. Like some of the shit people write. You got to have a sense of humour. If you're like, people are so mean on the internet, people are mean at the bar. Come on, man. Where are you going to get in life? You ain't going to be getting any quality babes. And so the soulmate thing is, you don't know who's your soulmate. What I do recommend, though, is aligning your life with people who have the same values as you, have the same similar drive to you. They want to go to the top of the mountain. They want to look at the viewpoint and go see what's there on the other side. They don't want to be going, I want to have a drink up with a few beers and a cigarette at the pub just here. Why am I even going to the top of the mountain? Oh, what's the point? You don't want people like that in your life, other than maybe a hookup even there. But even get a vasectomy, because if you get one of those prego, locked in, chain balled for life, child support. All right, so get a vasectomy, have that freedom, be transparent with them and don't bullshit them. If you've got other girls in the rotation, then let them know. And practice safe sex, please. Be smart about stuff like that. But in terms of soulmate, you want to have someone who's, I wouldn't say, the soulmate thing for me is a Hollywood concept, in my opinion. Because people change, things change, people's preferences change. You can have, and you can disagree with me, and I'm not like 100% on that one, there's no soulmate. I'm like, things change. Things change, man. And I've had girls say, you're my soulmate, and then they've totally tried to destroy me afterwards. And I'm like, well, if I was really a soulmate, if you really did love me, I don't really think you'd be behaving like this now. And people are, no, that's not love, man. That's fucked. That's damaged shit. That's crazy shit. All right. So I don't believe in that. That's my personal opinion there. And so, and then hell have no fury like a woman rejected. I get that. But if you really care and love someone, then you don't fucking spread rumors or let them get fucking bit or dusted or whatever. You don't. You're like, I don't like this person anymore, but that's bullshit. That's all bullshit. Most people say. So, again, I can speak from personal experience. I didn't read this stuff. This is personal life experience speaking here. So the soulmate thing is, I think you're going to have people in your life. Sometimes you'll have them just for a night. Sometimes for a couple of hours. Sometimes they'll be there for maybe for 10, 20, 30 years on and off, you know. And we have people in our lives for many, many different reasons. But it's all for us to learn from and to grow from, and to become better humans and help other people become better as well. And that's how we become a better society, a more real society versus, hey guys, and it's all this fake shit, which is what kills society. You just fake stuff, man. We're just like trying to one up each other. You know, it should be like, hey, give me a boost, I'll grab onto the rung, and then I'll put a rope down, you come up. What we have in society is, hey, give me a boost, man, give us a boost, and you give them a boost, and you're like, yeah, and then they fucking look down at you, and they're like, oh, they kick you in the fucking face. Yeah, sucker, fuck you. That's what we have a lot of people in society. It's like, what? Hey, look at it on social media for me. How many people do I give careers for social media? And they're like, hey man, hey, what's up? Give us a shout. I'll do a still collab. And they're like, what, dude? Fuck you. Boom. You know what I mean? Crazy. Oh man. So you gotta laugh at that. You gotta laugh at that. So people will bullshit you, man. Don't be one who's gonna be bullshitting people, right? Don't fuck people over in life. You know? Just be transparent, be honest. But at the same time, if you're too honest, you'll be punished as well. So it's like, that's where you want to live congruently to what's important to you. And if you're honest from the start, then people can't really get too angry, can you? If you start to change, then people are like, hang on. It's like if you buy something, let's say you go into a shop and you buy a 1 litre fruit juice. And you're like, it's 1 litre. And you get to the checkout and they're like, oh, actually, it's half a litre for $5. You're like, hang on, I thought it was 1 litre for $5. Well, what are you doing? Is this a hassle? But if you go to the shelf and it says half a litre, $5, and it's in a 1 litre jug, oh, that's weird. It's in a 1 litre jug, but it's half a litre. But I'm happy with that because it's $5, half. Okay, I need some juice. You know what I mean? It's upfront transparency. You can't be like changing on people. You can't be like, oh, nicey, and then like flip on them for no reason. You know. Yeah, transparency is very important from the get-go. So if you've got transparency, if you've got game, people just compete, and then people can take it or leave it. And people who really take it, they will love what you got to offer. But if you mislead people, then they'll be pissed and they'll feel scammed and used and thrown and pumped and dumped and hit it and quit it sort of style. Just be transparent and be chill and be respectful above all. So there you go. Hopefully that's some tips there. I could look for hours on it. Don't take things so personally. There's a good book to read. It's called The 4 Agreements. That's a great thing to start with game. I would say all game comes in the 4 Agreements. What are the 4 Agreements? It's a quick little book you could read. Just Google up, read the PDF. 4 Agreements is don't take things personally. Avoid making assumptions. Always keep your word and always do your best. You know, if you say you're going to do something, you do it. Just keeping your word. If not taking things personally is like, people might look at you weird because you've got a fucking bee on your collar. And they're like, is that a bee? My eyes feel like, oh, what? And they're looking at you weird, but there's a bee on you. And they're like, there's a bee on him. Is that a bee? What's a bee doing inside? What? What's the fucking looking at, man? You're a pumper. So you're taking things personally, but it's not even about that. Or making assumptions. Someone didn't call you back. And you're like, fuck that motherfucker. Why didn't call me back? What? But maybe their fucking battery's flat. Or maybe their phone got stolen. Or whatever, or maybe they didn't want to talk to you because they felt embarrassed or they had a cold, or they thought their voice found it funny. Like, oh, my voice sounds funny, I don't want to call them back, I found weird. So don't make assumptions. And always do your best, meaning, sometimes Natasha rolls over at 2 a.m. and says, I need it. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, let's go, let's rock and roll. And so that might be half asleep, making it happen, but it's going to be not as present as if when I'm fully awake making it happen. Still, I give my best, all right? And that's all you can give, is always give your best. You might be fatigued, but you still give your best. You might be totally fresh, but you give your fucking best. No excuses, all right? And your best might be a 10 of effort. It should always be a 10 of effort, but sometimes the result might be a 7 or a 10 or 2 even. But as long as you give your best, people around you can feel that, and that's what's important. People hate half-assed flaky shit. You hate flaky shit, I hate flaky shit. The best thing we can do for flaky people is not be one. Anyway, if the video is of any value, give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was total bullshit, give it a thumbs down. We'll see you next one. And thanks for the questions. I appreciate it. It gives me a lot of purpose in life. Let's go swimming.